We're here in Antwerp in the club called Café. It's a really old building. The atmosphere of the place is unique. Even the DJs, they feel the atmosphere and they go for the atmosphere which the club gives. It started in the house scene and it's still the house scene. We got a capacity of about 700 to 1,000 people. We got one main room and we got a balcony.
The installation here at Café Anvers consists of 2 GS wave stacks, 4 XY122s, 4 XY215 subwoofers, 4 XY81s and 2 XY101s for the bar fills. In the DJ console we decided to stick to what we know best, so we installed 2 XY122s and 1 subwoofer. We needed something which could harness the more prominent kick rather than the real low end, so we introduced the new 115 subwoofer into the DJ console, which is a reflex loaded 15. Sometimes room 2 is always the room which is left and it seems to be the system which no one really cares about, but actually in the specifications and all of the team here at the club was very much a prominent feature. Room 2 is as good as room 1. So upstairs we introduced 4 XY122s and 2 XY118 subwoofers. The DJ console monitors upstairs feature the XY81s and they work really well seamlessly with the sub and the surround. From day one, PowerSoft has been a very influential part of selecting the specification for our speakers. By that I mean a design stage using particular drivers and elements of the system. We built all of these elements and presets using PowerSoft amplifiers.
Alex was the one that contacted us. After a week, we met in London. He said, okay, we have this plan. We believe that through our access to the market and putting together some of the best expertise in the audio industry, we could really achieve a goal.
Currently, the amplifiers we use in the main room for the GS Wave system and XY fills consist of the K series and some M series. So we have 3 K6s powering the GS Wave subs and the Wave lows, 2 K2s powering the lenses, an M30 what powers the 4 tweeter pods, and 3 K2s, actually what power the infill speakers around the room. And another K2 and an M30 what powers the DJ console for the 12-inch speakers and the sub. All of which feature the DSP amplifier technology from PowerSoft, where we have configuration and presets pre-made for our installers to reference the system. And then from there we make our changes for the room and EQing for the delays and etc. for the sound system.
The idea is really that, to be able to have, through a single software tool, the possibility of smoothly controlling your system, setting it up, monitor during the operation and maybe adjusting it when it is needed in real time. And so in this development, clearly we have managed to integrate in this software platform all our products. So with this tool, it will be possible really to control a complex system where you can control the GS Wave through the amplifiers, the K-series amplifiers. I believe it is really one of the most powerful tools available in the market. And this is why also Alex, with his experience, understood clearly the advantage of having such a powerful platform.
I never thought we had lots of problems with music or disturbance for neighbors and stuff like that. But it was a big problem since the day since I took over. We tried several, through the years, several sound systems, and we kept it to the maximum, the sound was pretty good, although it was not always pretty good. It was always a little bit not enough volume, especially also not enough bass in there. So talking to Christian, who was your guy from Pioneer, who came here, he came here since almost the opening, I guess.
3 years ago, when the manager told me that they were thinking about buying a new sound system, so I invited them to go and listen to a venue in Ibiza where the system was installed.
He finally got a sound system, he said, which was like the best for this place here, the best of everything, and We went to Ibiza to listen to the sound system, and I think, yeah, sure, it's amazing sound system, but we never can install it here. It's not possible that we can make that much bass here in this place with our neighbors and with our history of problems with it.
The current system used 18s, but they were reflex loaded. So obviously they're pushing air in places where sometimes you really didn't need to have the subs, particularly behind me on the stage where they were sitting was causing some really big issues before. Obviously the GS Wave sub, first of all, is a hyperbolic sub, so it's a W-shaped bin opposed to a reflex loaded. So it means the energy is much more concentrated in the fold of the bass bin. But it certainly pushes more pressure out the front than it would be around the area. Adding an extension horn on adds another 1.4 meters to that. So we're basically concentrating the energy straight to the floor and trying to minimize anything backwards. And obviously knowing the frequency ranges which were causing the resonance some issues was another factor, which we did some kind of basic measurements in the flats above which were causing the issues. And obviously you have some peaks you can look at to try and eradicate. There's certain elements we can do with DSP to try and remove some problem frequencies from exiting the building.
The concentration of the bass on the dance floor and leaving the rest of the club untouched it's really amazing. And we didn't have especially complaints of the neighbors more than we had before. Although the music it's amazing, the sound system here. It was really like, at last, after 25 years, we can play a decent sound system here.
I would describe the sound as being something which is very powerful, but yet very clear. There's a very limited feeling of fatigue that you need to get out of this space. It's very comfortable, very encapsulating the sound. You feel this anywhere you are in the venue. You could be on the main floor and have something which is a lot more powerful, but you can move around the bar areas, still talk, but still feel the energy from the room, which is pulling you into the main floor.